Good evening, everyone. I'm so sorry I could not make it to the banquet this evening. However, I wanted to prepare this video to be played in my absence. Let me start by saying Baypath Field Hockey, what a year. First, I'd like to thank Steve and Jessica, the athletic director and assistant athletic director, for your continued support throughout the season. You both do so much behind the scenes to make Baypath Athletics what it is and for us to have a successful season. I cannot thank either of you enough. I also would like to thank Danielle Brunel for your support, and in addition to everything else you do for the athletic department, thank you for spending hours every day trying to get these young women healthy so they can compete. Finally, I would like to thank the administration for your support and positive encouragement around campus and on the sidelines at games. I'd like to start by taking a few minutes to talk about each athlete individually, and then I would like to tell you about our team as a whole. I'll start with our two first years, Danielle Poland. Danielle was incremental to our lineup from the start of the season as a first year, playing in all 13 games. Her diversity and ability to play every position I asked her was a huge asset in that I could give anyone on the field a break without our quality of play suffering. Liz was an impact player from day one, starting in all 13 games despite fighting through several injuries throughout the season. Playing midfield, she was a contributor to both our offense and defense, including scoring her first collegiate goal against NECC rival Daniel Webster. She's the kind of player every coach dreams of having, always asking if I need anything and willing to do anything to help the team out. I'm truly excited to see both Danielle and Liz grow in the next 3 years and help lead Baypath to its future as an NECC powerhouse. Next for our sophomores, Samantha Barrios. As a former goalie myself, I was psyched to hear that Barrios was interested in giving goalkeeping a go. Obviously I'm partial, but I believe that no other position is more important than the goalkeeper. Barrios came in as a novice, knowing nothing about the sport, and emerged as a great keeper. She saw time in the cage in all 13 games, playing a total of 838 minutes and tallying 83 saves. With her continued hard work, tenacity, and mental toughness, she will undoubtedly be one of the top goalkeepers in the conference in her junior and senior seasons. Maddie Jones. Another versatile player, Maddie played a variety of positions for us this season, depending on what we needed. She has a way of making things happen when she's in the game, always giving it her full go and helping lead our offensive rush. She will be instrumental in her next 2 seasons in all of the offense and midfield positions. Meg Montaigne. Meg's spirit and love for the game was a very welcome addition to our program this year. Despite missing a good part of the season battling injuries and illness, she attended every practice she could and was always one of the most vocal players during games. She also had the shot of the year against Wheelock, firing the ball to the top left corner of the cage, and while the goalie had an incredible save preventing the goal, I think it is safe to say we all remember the shot well. However, I also have to add this anecdote that describes Meg oh too well. While the ball was still in play following her shot, she turned to the bench to yell, "Coach, did you see that?" To which I replied, "Play on!" Your positive energy, Meg, is amazing, and I look forward to you getting that goal you want so badly. Megan Whitcomb. As one of our captains, Meg played in and started in every game all season, and to the best of our knowledge never missed a single minute on the field. She was crucial to her defensive unit as its focal captain and piled up 5 defensive saves. Her defensive ability cannot be overstated, as she ranked as high as 3rd in all of Division III in defensive saves at one point in the season. She's a great defender and excellent leader, and I'm very excited to have her around for 2 more seasons. Now for the juniors. Kim Barbado. I cannot say enough about Beto and her value to the team. Despite working nearly a full-time job outside of school and field hockey, Beto gave it 110% at every practice she could attend. She went into games and played her heart out, and she lifted the level of intensity and play when she stepped foot onto the field. Her support for her teammates was incredible, always having something positive to say no matter what the situation. Her attitude, commitment, and determination gained her respect from her teammates and from myself. Cami Bendinelli. Cami joined our team a few weeks into the season, but worked tirelessly day in and day out to further her level of play. She came to practice despite being sick, exhausted, having work, or whatever else was going on, and always pushed herself to the maximum. Her drive to improve her skills is nothing short of amazing. Amber Hoganmiller. Hoagie was such a welcome surprise to our program. Moving into her room with Captain Sam Bosco, she mentioned that she would be interested in field hockey, but didn't think she could still play since she hadn't spoken to the coach. Well, it took me about 2 minutes of seeing her on the field to know that there was absolutely a place on our team for her. Hoagie was a dynamic duo to Meg Whitcomb, as the anchor to our defensive unit, starting in all 13 games during the season. She also was key in my development as a coach, helping the team decipher where I want the balls, the top of the circle, which obviously never meant the top of the circle, rather the 25. Molly O'Brien Moore. Molly led her team with 2 goals even though she was primarily a defender. Playing in every game, she was a very versatile player and found herself used in all of our 4 lines of positions. Her stick skills and smart passes, as well as her ability to find the back of the net, make her an invaluable asset to our program, and she will continue to be a huge contributor to our program's success. She's mad stick skills, as her teammates describe them, and innate talent was noticed throughout the conference, earning her a place on the all-conference honorable mention team. She is a baller on the field and often beats several opponents before making the gorgeous pass upfield. She found herself in both the center mid and center forward positions, depending on the game situation, and was the anchor to our offensive corner unit. If asked, she probably would tell you her only disappointment throughout the season was me not making them do more death row sprints. Well, don't worry, JP, there's always next year.
My name is Jessica Priestley, and I'm addicted to field hockey.
Now for the seniors. First, Lauren Chakowski. Before her senior game, I asked the team for adjectives about each senior. Almost unanimously, Lauren was described as funny and hilarious. Her humor has made this season a lot of fun, and her problems with her ticker definitely made mine tick a little faster. But it was her actions when she thinks no one is watching that has impressed me the most. In addition to her being a valuable part of our defensive unit, she is a natural-born leader and was instrumental in making our season as enjoyable as it was. Sarah Gates. Gator can run all day and seemingly never get tired. Playing most of the season as our center forward, she scored a goal against Revere and was a key part of nearly every offensive push throughout the year. Her sound technical skills and hard work ethic were crucial to our success this year, and hopefully we can get her back for another year if she can find the time with her intense academic load. Lindsay Lavin. Lavin found herself playing many different positions this season, depending on what we needed as a team at the time. She often was the core of the field as a center midfielder. She scored a goal against Elms in a tight 2-1 loss and had an assist in an earlier 3-1 loss to Elms as well. She has a level of knowledge and passion for the game that will undoubtedly make her a brilliant coach in the sport. I look forward to one day coaching against her. Finally, our senior captain, Sam Bosco, Beto, Barrios, whatever your name is. Just kidding. Bosco was brilliant on the field, starting and playing in every game this season. She was also co-captain of our team, and despite how difficult or scary it might be, Bosco always had the guts to have the difficult conversations about issues and concerns of the team with me. As a coach, it is always a little concerning when your captain sends a classic message, "Can we talk when you get a chance?" but also more valuable than I could ever imagine, knowing that concerns would always be brought to my attention, and I never had to wonder what was going on. Her talent and leadership will be greatly missed next season, but I am confident she will stay in touch and watch the program grow. I could talk for seemingly forever about our season, however, I will try to keep it to a few quick, brief final thoughts. This season we made huge progress and brought our game to the next level. The stats speak for themselves, so let's look at a comparison from 2008 to 2009 of our 8 conference games. We improved in every statistical category, both offensively and defensively, from 2008 to 2009. We scored more than twice as many goals, drastically increased our number of shots on goal from 12 to 42, and nearly tripled our number of offensive corners. Defensively, we allowed our opponents to score less goals, take 87 less shots, and nearly a third less offensive corners. As a program, we earned the respect of opposing fans, players, and coaches, as well as people here at BPC, who all made sure to tell us how impressed they were with the level of improvement and growth throughout the season. These 16 young women worked hard 2 hours a day, 6 days a week, for more than 2 months, and their hard work did not go unnoticed or unappreciated. You all know I am one for nostalgia and tears, but I will save those for another time. All I want to say is that this group of young women came together as a team and worked together as a team, and maybe no one will remember the goal that got called back at Elms or the score against Revere, but I hope we always remember the times we had together as a group, because I will be forever thankful that I have had the opportunity to work with each of you. You have made an imprint in my life and will forever have a special place in my heart. I can't wait to see what the future will bring, but until then, have a nice jog, BPC.